Hello and welcome everyone. This is Mr. Siege and this is part 3 of the engineering guide for beginners. Now, in this video, I will show you how versatile engineering commanders can be. And when I first started experimenting with Margaret and Baba, I actually did what I'm about to show you. And even at 5511, it was extremely successful. Well, without further ado, let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, please subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. Now, I've tried lots of alternate pairings with these commanders, and to be honest with you, it's only engineering commanders that really work well. However, a big problem with just initially setting out with engineering commanders is you may not have the equipment and you may not actually have the siege. I mean, everyone gets rid of the siege. So, like I said, I had quite a big success fighting at 5511 initially. But of course, I had no T5 siege or the siege gear. So, as a low spender, what else could I do? And this is what I did. I equipped my legendary infantry gear, and I didn't have any armaments at the time, but now I've got some decent infantry, cavalry, archer, V formation armaments, because obviously I've been keeping them. Now, I already had all this stuff with like the gear and the troops of plenty of T5 infantry, so I decided to fight with it, and yeah, it was actually all right. Now, I'm going to show you actually how well it can perform. Now, let's go out into the field. There's got 3 marches over here from my alt, of course, again. Let's just chuck out 100k because it's T5, and yeah, these are full T4 marches we're going to be firing into today. Now, this was just to equal the playing field a little bit. And yeah, I think you'd be surprised at the results. Obviously, we've got maxed Cordoba and maxed Margaret, which is amazing. And yeah, I'll show you that it can actually work with the troops you've already got. And if you've got a spare set of infantry gear, or you just want to give it a go with your main infantry gear, then yeah, it's going to be a decent result. So there's only a couple of skills here on Margaret that actually affect the siege unit. So really, it's not a massive. See, there's not many siege unit stats on here. Only the second skill here, which is 20% attack and 20% march speed. And same with Cordoba. So he's got the 20% attack and 15% march speed. A little bit of defense there, 10% defense. But apart from that, not many siege unit stats. And I think that's why this is so successful, to be honest with you. So let's speed this up a little bit now. So here we go. And don't forget, everyone, here we're using legendary infantry gear and T5 infantry on your ranged march. Now, yeah, we're laying into these troops, and you can see the amount of AoE damage that Gonzalo's doing. It's pretty amazing, to be fair. So, of course, we're going to get a good report. Like I say, I've tried to even it out as much as possible. I've just used 100k T5 troops, but these are all full T4 marches with epic gear. And obviously, the tech isn't the same. So it should, because of the amount in the marches, it should be a pretty even test. And I'm just going to pull out and look at the results now. So with infantry gear, there you go. That's pretty decent. So this is without even investing in anything in terms of gear, equipment, accessories. You can use your normal accessories. Use a ring and a horn, and you're going to absolutely slay troops on the field. Yeah, really nice. I don't know how this would hold up with melee, but there you go. So now let's try with Cav. And these are my Cav armaments in V formation, and I've stuck my Cav gear on. It's not amazing gear. It's nowhere near as good as the infantry. So it's probably not going to perform as well. Yeah, something my march speed on there as well instead of an amulet, but I'd suggest having the Delane's amulet, as I've said in plenty of other videos. So again, let's send these 100k Cav out. And oh no, there's no troops there. So let's get these troops out, shall we? And here we are, they've magically appeared. So let's target the same troop. Yeah, this takes a while, so again, let's speed it up and check the results. So if you notice, what I did before is, once Alex was destroyed, I just pulled Margaret out the battle just to check the report. And obviously, she could have carried on and probably wrecked the other troops, to be honest. But yeah, this doesn't look as good as with the infantry gear and obviously the infantry T5. But I mean, that's understandable because the Cav gear is just nowhere near as good. And obviously the next test we're going to use siege gear and just compare the results. Obviously the siege gear is going to be better, but I'm hoping there's not going to be loads of difference, just to show that you can actually get away with this. You know, totally free spending, basically. Nothing to spend on equipment, accessories, armaments, etc. And let's look at the trades. As you can see, pretty decent trades still. You're probably getting 1 to 4 trades at least there, which is, yeah, it's very nice. So you're going to get very, very positive results if you max Margaret and Cordoba, which I'd highly recommend. Now, you're going to get positive results pretty much all of the time. And imagine if you use Cav in this army, you can actually get away quite quickly. Like, you're basically a cavalry march. Really, really effective. Now, let's take a look at if you did this with your T5 siege and your T5 gear. Yep, so let's put my best set of siege equipment on. Obviously, we've got the dagger and the Delane's amulet. I've got a better Delane's amulet that has got the crit on it. Just gives a little bit extra. An extra 1.5% counterattack reduction, which is nice. So those are the best stats, and change the armaments from when we did the infantry test. Obviously, I did this in a different order to what you've seen. I've just mixed it up. So, I mean, obviously the armaments for this are obviously loads better because I've focused these ones. I've not bothered putting inscriptions on the infantry or cavalry V formation armaments because I've had no reason to. So, I mean, many of you will have collected these V formation armaments anyway. It's just whether you decide to save them or not. Obviously, that's a different matter. So let's fire into these with siege. We'll hit Alex again, and let's check out the results. I'll speed it up. Now you should be able to see pretty much straight away the difference in having siege instead of using the alternatives. But if the alternatives is all you've got, then use them. I mean, you could save tons of materials here just by using equipment you've already got, and you don't need to train any T5 siege, T4 siege. So yeah, wow, you're looking at like 1 to 13 trades here. Obviously, KP wise, 7 to 1, and it just shows the amount of kills you can get doing this. Firing from range is just totally OP in my eyes. And yeah, I mean it's not a huge difference from the infantry, but a decent enough difference that I think it's worth having the T5. Yeah, this was the infantry. You know, you got 20k more severely wounded, but yeah, I'd still work on your siege gear just to get the better results. So yeah, please let me know what you think, guys. Has this changed your mind a little bit about engineering commanders? Like, can you see how versatile they are and free-to-play friendly they are? Now, let us know in the comments section and I'll be happy to reply. I'm hoping I'm converting plenty of you, but we shall see. Right, thank you very much. I'll get this video out to you really quickly. Let's go. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Love you all. Mr. Siege out.